Yo, what is up, folks? Johnny Jivnin coming at you with another episode of the Big Talk series. I'm here with somebody I'd say is my new best friend by the name of Elon Musk. Brilliant genius, billionaire. We're up in his space station. It looks great out here, Elon. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to have a great talk here tonight.
Well, we don't have it for you tonight. I'm just kidding, of course. It's April Fool's somewhere.
That's a very funny joke, Elon. But yeah, again, I'm very excited to talk to you. I'm glad to be here, and what is that big button over there? Like what is that for?
If there's ever sort of a apocalyptic scenario of some kind, hypothetically, you just press the bioweapon defense mode button. This is a real button. Yeah, we're trying to be a leader in apocalyptic defense scenarios.
Bioweapon defense mode button. That's pretty cool stuff, Elon. That's almost something you see like in a James Bond car or something like that. So Elon, tell me, is there something that you want to get off your chest and try to tell people during this interview? Is there something you really think people ought to know?
First, really fundamental message that consumers should be taking today is that it's financially insane to buy anything other than a Tesla. It'll be like owning a horse in 3 years. I mean, fine if you want to own a horse, but you should go into it with that expectation.
Oh wow, is that a fact? Well, that's pretty crazy if you ask me.
Speaking of crazy things, went to Russia 3 times to negotiate a deal to buy a couple of the largest ICBMs in the Russian fleet. A strange experience.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, how do you even get into something like that there, Elon?
Well, you talk to people who know people, and pretty soon you're talking to the Russian rocket forces, and it turns out Russia's quite a capitalist society.
That's a pretty crazy story there, Elon. And now all those missiles are at Twitter's headquarters. I saw earlier. But anyway, this is some great stuff you're giving me here, Elon.
I'm telling you, this is going to get better and better.
That's good to hear, Elon, because me personally, I'm having a blast here right now.
So, did you hear the joke about the guy who made a small fortune in the space industry? And he, obviously started with a large one is the punchline. And so I tell people, well, I was trying to figure out the fastest way to turn a large fortune into a small one. And they'd look at me like, oh, is he serious? That's a very funny joke. And it's especially funny for very eccentrically rich people like me and you, Elon. We get that kind of humor. And, high intelligence men like us will get that type of humor. But I think, some people at home may not get how hilarious that joke was. But, hey man, you remember when you made a flamethrower? That was pretty cool. Who's bought our flamethrower? You will not be sorry, or maybe you will. It won't be boring.
No, definitely not. That's definitely true there, Elon.
Related anecdote that we went on a date. All I was talking about was electric cars. That was not a winning conversation. She said the first question I asked her was, "Do you ever think about electric cars?" No, she never does. But it has. Recently, it's been more effective.
Haha, my man. I knew you had some dog in you there, Elon. That's good to hear. Now, Elon, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. Obviously we've become great friends since we've been hanging out in your space station and everything. But there's recently been some accusations against you, and I kind of want you to speak on those things and kind of flush them out for everyone so we can know the truth about them. If you really don't mind addressing them here for me, Elon.
I was being accused of being, an idiot, a charlatan, an idiot and a charlatan, like not even a good charlatan.
And those are some really serious accusations, but I'm glad you flushed them all out for us. And we know that obviously that's not the case.
Elon. We know you're a genius, and possibly a robot.
Something I'd like to do, which I think many of our engineers will be hearing this in real time, is have the charge connector plug itself in, like an articulating, like a sort of a snake, like Metal Gear Solid or something.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. You can't call Elon Musk an idiot or a charlatan. He just said a whole bunch of stuff that even me, a boy genius who's a man, doesn't understand. But anyway, Elon, obviously you're a big fan of the show. You're a big fan of me. And I'm thankful that you think highly of me, Elon. But what else would you say you're a fan of? Someone that's inspired. Someone's inspired you or whatever.
Well, first of all, I should say I'm a big fan of NASA. In fact, at one point, my password was "I love NASA." Well, Kanye West, obviously.
Well, Elon, I know you haven't been on Earth for a little while, but recently Kanye has gotten himself in a little bit of trouble. But we'll skip past that. Elon, you're a big time genius. So when do you ever find free time for yourself? When do you just kick back and relax and stuff like that?
A friend of mine was touring to this weekend, and he said, "When's the last time you had a vacation where you didn't do work for a week?" And I was like, "Well, maybe like 2000, year 2000, when I had malaria."
I know, you're a dog, Elon. You're always working hard. You're always putting the nose to the grindstone, as they say. So tell me about Mars. What do you need to do to get to Mars? What is kind of your theoretical planning of how a space flight to Mars would even work out or something like that?
Debate about going to Mars one way and whether that makes things easier. And I think for the initial flights, perhaps, but for long term, to get the cost down, you need the spacecraft back. Whether the people come back is irrelevant. But you must have the ship back, because those things are expensive. You hear all these rebuttals, like, aren't there all these problems on Earth that we need to deal with, and shouldn't we focus on that? And the answer is yes. Our primary focus should be problems on Earth, but I think that there should be some small amount that's given over to the establishment of a colony on Mars and making life multiplanetary. By small amount, I mean some number less than 1% of our resources. So, it's not as important as say healthcare, but it's more important than, like, say, cosmetics. I'm in favor of cosmetics. I like them; they're great. But lipstick or colony on Mars.
I hear you. That is a tough call to make, but only geniuses like us are capable of making that decision. But tell me something that's a rumor going around that a lot of people aren't sure of, not, or if it's true or not. But go ahead and settle once and for all whether or not it's actually true there, Elon.
Oxygen. They say SpaceX has big balls, and it's true.
All right. Anything else?
We do not make Tesla watches.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those are honestly two of the biggest questions that really kind of, I think, have been on a lot of people's mind. So thank you, Elon, for kind of setting the record straight on those. Hey, what is that over in the sky over there? Can you see that, Elon? What do you think that is?
$6 million is falling through the sky, and would we try to catch it? Maybe we do. I say we give it a shot. Worst case, it ends up at the bottom of the ocean. But maybe we do catch it, and then, hey, $6 million.
All right, that sounds like a whole lot of fun, Elon. So I guess we're going to cut the interview short so we can go try to catch that $6 million that's falling from the sky onto Earth. So yeah, I guess all we got. Hey guys, that was my interview with Elon Musk. I interviewed him yesterday. Of course, we had to, as you could tell, we had to cut the interview short. There seemed to be like $6 million falling from he had a pallet of $6 million in his space station, and it fell from the sky. So we thought we'd go skydiving and try to catch it. So that was a lot of fun, and we did end up catching it. And yeah, so that was a blast. I had a blast on his space station. It was really cool. We had a fun conversation. Thanks, guys, for listening to this episode. Guys, before you go, make sure to check out our description. It has the links to all our social media, all our other content, our other pages, my blog posts, all that stuff. Make sure to check out, subscribe to the other channel, or to our Patreon, subscribe to this channel. Make sure to give us a like. And that's all we got for you guys. Life rips. Oh yeah, and make sure to keep an eye out for our next week's guest. We got a couple of guests lined up for the next couple weeks. So make sure to look out for that. We'll be releasing that list of people pretty soon. So that's something you need to keep a lookout for.